kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
At their own 24-yard line.
Howell, first play, going to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
They'll get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Howell from the gun.
He's taken down. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On the return, here's Agnew. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
Every day, let's do what we do every day.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? He got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's second and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
Just short, so third and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here comes third and about a foot. They'll run with the team. Trying to pull off. Don't think he got it.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, Carter. The defense on the interior of this D-line, you just knew they were lifting their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not even tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
They'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, he's got him incomplete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. at the Commanders' 12-yard line.
Second and a couple. Back to the ground with ETN.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They're kind of look at it, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
They open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds him. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Foul.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a first on Washington on a pickup of 18.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he gets us to the outside of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, and that is well run defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Howell. To the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside. Position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10. Lawrence. And he gets this one to really complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's second and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with. He winds up with an incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to go back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive and stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They go play action with Lawrence. This throw incomplete, really picked off. And with this ball, he doesn't drop any of those. With 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he tackled about 2 yards shy of 11 to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And partner, I'll
guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down. It does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And they'll take this one down to about the 30. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9. Now Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington taking a walk down Broadway. And he's going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown. The Scoop score. Slide on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward. Caldwell's right into the safety.
Produces well in this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Off play action. It's out.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And 16 at the 19-yard line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
They'll be taken down at the 20 after a game of just 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Powell.
This is going to be incomplete. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Good job shifting right, finding his target. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Forced out to his left. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that in the drop of the football. That's what when they can show off their arms.
they'll try again, 2nd and 10. ETN once more. It's a 4-yard pickup there that leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play this call, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But in a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Flushed out right. Inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
They'll try and run it up the middle. Defensively certainly not full there. They started in the 2 and it was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The Washington offense back out there. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field.
He's into the clear. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 67 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them. I think that discourages them from taking off. And then you try to pass down the field and fall incomplete.
They face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Try and throw for Lawrence.
Great start.
10 yards on the pickup.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Jaguars 13.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
A 32-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st down, Lawrence.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
There's a secondary throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And play action, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here.
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 22-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Here's Dallas Taylor. That's complete. Inside the 10.
And now we'll throw it.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And he's in. Touchdown Commanders.
Sam Howell, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Howell. That's complete to his receiving core.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
That is well read defensively. Great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Maybe a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
3rd and 2, here's Howell.
Complete. That's Robinson. Well, he would be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down. Howell. In the middle of the field, he's got one complete. This is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have the Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line.
Howell out of the shotgun.
Taken down, back at the 25.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback. Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Sly able to put this one through.
So no problems at all on that one. And unfortunately, no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start with the option.
And here is Yardage. They'll be down at the 7-yard line. Able to clear 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked over and incomplete.
The running game's been working well. The offensive has been pleased by that. The thought process there. Catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top. Unsuccessful.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. It's scared the 11-5, but it falls to the ground, brings up fourth down. No shot here for the seventh time in this game. It appears he'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Lawrence going to throw again. He completes it to Hunter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Two jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Bigsby will get it in the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now. It's something they never really did before.
That's how we eat. Oh, let's get it up, baby. Let's ride, dog.
Brandon McManus kicking off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
That's fully Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Game.
First down, Howell to throw.
Incomplete downfield to Thomas. He's taken down inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to lose yardage here. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Sly able to put this one through.
Still nearly even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they're still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they're getting pretty well done, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
There's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They have a big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets.
Now Lawrence.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Hunter.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is moving a little bit on their heels, but they're on a brief pause. Not forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. It's home.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And Howell will throw it. That one downfield for Dotson. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Samuel bringing in the show.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Another throw for Howell.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
This will be caught at about the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Slide able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to get
Both of
your
these offenses having
as
their
we'll send
way.
you down
It's
the
not
coast
likely
now to
they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime.
Jonathan Coachman.
The defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting.
Coach.
And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Hunter. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the move to his left.
This one nearly intercepted. It would have been a great time for the first pick, but instead it's third down.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone as a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To his left.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders
At their own 28-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Now he's loose at the 40. And Antonio Gibson. Touchdown. Washington.
Gibson with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point slide is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Slide out the kickoff after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled in Detroit.
The play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Hunter. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
Throwing more, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Lawrence is throw taken in by Ridley here. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there.
He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you would think?
He's mentioned you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Robinson now on first down.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of 5 to 6. A big hitter there. First down gain of 26 yards.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Trying to power it in with Arnold. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
On first down.
He's got his man. It's drive complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for two here. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, if we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held it, got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum to swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
He has still not connected on a single pass in the second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Powell. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They'll get this moving past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now throwing on first down here. That one complete out to Dotson.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6.
At the 32-yard line.
It's Howe with another throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And get this one down about the 20-yard line. Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Throwing here, Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Robinson, incomplete. He was covered by Tyson.
Back to throw, Howell.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he did.
So give him 3 on that drive. You'd say, we'll take it, but they're constantly flying around. It feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder. A field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin by running the action.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Lawrence going to keep it again.
As they get it. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down movement.
Looking to throw Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, and somewhat predictably it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Devon Hamilton
Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
off play action. It's Howell.
23-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long. Here's Howell. Sacked back at the 29. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. They have regained the lead. It's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. It's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They take a shot to the field. Lines up and incomplete.
Coach Wilson says, hey, they get the ball back in 1 point. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, Lawrence.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
They'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Great play there. 87 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal will take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He was looking for Brian Robinson out of the backfield.
And it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Howell throwing on third down here. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. There's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Agnew now to return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's going to go up top again. And he backs it away. First down.
That's a tough one to connect on. When you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's here defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence flush to his right. Jags first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, we work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. ETN up the middle.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he tried to bounce it outside. They'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction. It's 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Lawrence. Flushed out right. Decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What do you think?
Well, looking at the down and distance, that's where the issue comes in. It's
Certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Brendan McManus, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. To about the 35, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. 2nd and 7. Howell now to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Howell will throw it. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That third down conversion good for 23. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in more.
And here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On second down, a run to ETN. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram pulls it in. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. It forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40.
Now Lawrence.
Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, and he can run, too.
Now give to ETN running right.
And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Jags go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Commanders 55.
Come
Brandon McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And a Washington offense heading out. Well, this game has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Howell. He finds Robinson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
10 more yards. That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Commanders first down.
Throwing here, Howell. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Commanders first down.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up third and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helped
how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action with Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
In motion right is Ridley. Now a fake on a jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Once more ETN. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
ETN. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Commanders 62.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
just shy of the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Without swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win.
They tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Phillips and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second and 11 now. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Every day, let's do what we do every day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Let's go, y'all. This is the calm before the storm, baby.
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. Some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I care what the situation.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The Jaguars getting set to go.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the lead. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now.
Going forward, here's ETN. He will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he just threw touchdown pass after touchdown pass after touchdown pass. It got to be comical after a while. If they got the football, you knew it would end up in the end zone. Just a spectacular game. One of the best you'll ever see.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.